Hey everyone, and welcome to the Facilitator Engagement for University Studies for Student Veterans. This is RJ Jenkins talking to you through your headphones. Welcome. I'll be serving as your Facilitator Engagement leader, and I also serve as the lead instructor for the online course that inspired this Facilitator curriculum, University Studies for Student Veterans. Now, when I first developed the University Studies online curriculum, I obviously built it with student veterans in mind, but not only student veterans. I also had you all in mind too. My colleagues, people I had met at conferences, educators, and higher education professionals who work to support student veterans at colleges and universities and on campuses across the country. And so for me, it's just so cool to have an opportunity to gather together a group of enthusiastic educators and professionals who are passionate, who care about issues that affect student veterans. So I'm really glad that you've all decided to join us. Again, welcome. Thank you for being here, and thank you in advance for the gift of your time, energy, and participation. Now, by way of introduction, I just want to say a few quick things about what this facilitator engagement is, sort of what this experiment is that we're all about to engage in, and why I created it, what I hope we can achieve. So, when we first opened the University Studies curriculum to the public, you won't be surprised to hear that educators and higher education professionals were among the very first people to enroll in the tool and begin engaging with the tool in meaningful ways. In some ways, higher ed professionals were sort of the earliest adopters of the curriculum, and as they introduced themselves in the online discussion boards, what came up over and over again is that folks out there are working hard to serve student veterans and military connected students on their campuses, despite some pretty serious resource constraints. In many cases, people serving student vets are able to identify pretty quickly what the challenges are and where effective interventions might be made, but the trick is always figuring out how to stage these interventions and address these challenges in environments where staff and money and time are all limited. I see a lot of people working in the veteran space with lean teams and on modest budgets, and folks are often managing large portfolios, either of students or of administrative duties or of both. And it's hard to make meaningful change and stage meaningful interventions when you've got both hands full already. And so, as I watched people encounter the tool that we built, and as I watched them engage in the curriculum alongside student veterans, it didn't take long for me to start asking the question, how do we get these people together? How do we get them talking to each other and connecting in more substantive ways? How could we gather together a bunch of folks who demonstrated interest in using this tool that we built to help them address challenges and create opportunities for their student veterans and military connected students? This facilitator engagement, this experiment that we've created, is my attempt to posit an answer to some of those questions. So I have three main goals for this resource. One, I want us to connect with each other. I want us to talk to each other, share best practices with one another, sort of shout from the rooftops a little bit about what we're doing that's actually working, brag on ourselves and our colleagues a little bit on what's working, and just walk away from this experience enriched by our collective experience and expertise. As far as I can see, we have a tremendous amount to offer each other as colleagues and as thought partners. So let's offer it as part of this engagement. Two, I'm hoping that we can be as transparent as possible with one another about the challenges that we are facing, both as individuals and as institutions, as we attempt to serve our military connected students. What are the most acute pain points that we're all experiencing? What are the most persistent issues and stubborn challenges in our work? And if we could stage an intervention to enact a single change, if we could do just one thing, what change would we want to see and what thing would we do? I think if we're all as upfront as possible about what we're really up against and what we're really hoping for, that we'll be better able to help each other in meaningful ways. Third and final, I want every person to complete this facilitator engagement feeling like they're walking away with something real. Yes, I want this engagement to foster connections and to generate productive discussion and to be a place where we can all share and learn, all of those things are real and all of them are good. But I'm also hopeful that each of you will walk away with something a little more tangible, something a little more actionable, something like a concrete plan for how you might take what you've learned here and do something with it to create a measurable impact. We'll talk more soon about how I hope to achieve that, but for now I just want to put this on the table. For me, generating impact is key to this engagement. Okay, let me wrap up by saying just one last thing. If you hear a siren blaring or a horn honking in one of these recordings, please do not worry. I am safe. I am recording this audio from New York City, where blaring sirens and honking horns are an unfortunate and inconvenient, but nonetheless inevitable fact of life. Okay. So now you know what this facilitator engagement is, you have a better sense of the contours of this experiment, and you have a better sense of what I'm hoping to achieve. Once again, everybody, welcome to the facilitator engagement. I'm really, really glad you've joined us.